What up, E? 6 weeks up, 6 weeks down. We got a big one coming to town. Lafayette on deck. Head coach, Jacob Sumner for Eureka Wildcats. Right off the bat, how we feeling? We got 6 games up, 6 games down. We're undefeated, but at the same time, I know you're itching to keep continuing this journey.
Yeah, I'm just proud of our kids and their growth over these 6 games. Most importantly, I mean, the record's a great bonus to that, but, you know, we've challenged this group from the summer till now to just keep getting better, and that's exactly what they do. They just keep coming out each week and, you know, trying to improve themselves, and it's good. It's showing in their play and the way they're going about their daily business.
Absolutely. I want to hit it right off the bat. We got to talk about Kevin breaking that 1,000 and what it means to not just him, but that offensive line and the pride they take in it as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty prestigious thing, being at 1,000 here, going to week 6 and some change. You know, that group as a whole just done some great things, as you know, as they're talented and skilled and their preparation. I mean, that's what come into that 1,000-yard mark because of the way that those guys go about their business up front as a line, and then same with Kevin. And what I love the most about that group of guys is that Kevin loves on those linemen, and those linemen love back on him.
Right.
There's just a good relationship and respect for each other, you know, about what they've accomplished together. And Jason, they're doing that.
Absolutely, too. And just the unselfishness that both sides want to be. Anytime I bring it up, they don't. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about where it's moving forward, and that's what the focus needs to be. And that's what the senior class has kind of demonstrated in their identity. As far as you go, what is that senior class identity that you're starting to feel as they take shape?
Yeah, this group, they're a great group of leaders. And what I you know, you get different senior groups, different leaders as the years go on. And what I think about this group is they're determined and they're focused. And you know, you see it in their play. We talk about getting better each week. When you go to this group of leaders, you say, hey, let's focus on this. Let's try to go about this way this week, and how we prepare and how we do this. And boy, those guys take it to heart and they want to fix it right now. And that's a good sign of leadership, number one. And that's a good character about those guys, because you know, some leaders lead a certain way, but those guys they lead with love, and you know, they care about each other, and really shows in the way they go about it.
That being said, I want to talk about one of the greatest leaders that's on the team and the impact that he still continues to have, even if he's not putting that uniform on. It starts with Connor Quinn and Jonah Fowler, and what they're doing in practice each and every day, still showing up.
Gosh, those two guys, you know, just characters revealed in the toughest moments, right? And those two boys have been through some tough moments this year. You know, Connor and Jonah alike, you know, both have ACL injuries that are out. Connor, you know, in the season. Jonah this offseason kind of went through a ACL surgery. But those guys, you talk about leadership, the senior group as a whole, two guys show up every day.
Every day.
And when you have good leadership, they find something to do to help improve. And both of those two guys helping them practice, talking to their teammates, coaching the young guys, bringing the attitude to, you know, just the things that, anything that can be done, those guys want to be a part of. And I can't brag on enough.
I can't. Actions are louder than words, and their actions have demonstrated that. We got to get them a whistle.
Yeah, and my heart breaks for them, but then you swell up and you just look at them and the way they go about their business, and you go, I told Connor this and Jonah, I go, guys, you know, what you're going through, and you know, no matter what goes on in your life, which football teaches us how to do life, you're going to be great because of the way you guys go about things.
Heck, even teaching us some things with that kind of character, no doubt about it.
Very true.
That being said, I do want to mention a couple players that have stepped up in that absence. Will James has really stepped up in that absence, filling that hole, and same thing with Blake Ashby on the other side of the ball, playing edge.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you got two voids, you know, when you have a void with Connor and Jonah in there, and you expect other guys to step up, and you know, we haven't lost a step at all. Those guys have come in, you know, tried to do the extra work and learn and film study, and you know, meet with their coaches to try to continue to play at that level we need out of those positions. And both of those names, Ashby and Will James, stepped in and done a phenomenal job, and you know, continue to grow themselves, and we need them to be there down the stretch.
No doubt about it. All right, we got some events coming up. Start with tomorrow, Best Buddies, and then we'll work your way into homecoming.
Yeah, Best Buddies game tomorrow night out here. One of the best things we do all year. You know, those we get a lot of our students who aren't as fortunate to come out. There's a Best Buddies program, and they come up, buddy up with our football guys, and in between our powder puff game and halftime, they get to have their 16 minutes of football. And you know, our football guys alongside with them A lot of scoring, a lot of touchdowns, a
Right,
lot of
you love
smiles,
it though.
a lot of hugs, a lot of great relationships being
A
built.
lot of bonding for real.
lot of
I mean, that's
bonding.
what I really learned about it last year. Is one of the coolest things. I'll never forget Phil pushing the wheelchair all the way into the end zone and the celebrations, or even dudes cutting corners. We'll be there again this year for that one, no doubt.
And that's that character you see in those kids in that moment all the way around, best buddies and our football guys. It's a community. It's what football's supposed to do, be around the great moments and things together. So it's cool.
Absolutely. All right, we got the big homecoming game this Friday. Who we playing?
Lafayette at home right here. Yep. Homecoming.
Absolutely. And can you talk a little bit about the Andy Beto Award?
Yeah, Andy Beto, 95, was going to be 95 graduate here. We lost him at halftime. He went down, had a little bit of some headaches going on. Take him up, and later that night we lost Andy. And for since that year, we've recognized him each homecoming. Some recipients for an MVP award post game up here, and the Beto family. Miss Yakel's a teacher here, and then Miss Beto kind of works still here at Eureka and worked in Rockwood. Came and spoke to our boys, and just talked about who Andy was, and he was just one of the guys, one of those Eureka boys that wanted to be great and cared about his teammates, and was a great leader, and he was loyal to the guys, and each year we get to recognize in Andy's memory those players that represent him and what Eureka football is, and pretty special grouping of names on that trophy each year.
It's something they desire, ain't it, Coach?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a neat thing to be able to honor him.
It really is. It's one of the coolest things, and you could see how much they want that award. Like, they honestly do. Even like listening to the conversation today before practice, like you can just see the energy, and they want to commit to that program and that tradition.
It's neat to watch those boys. I got to know Andy. I was a little guy on the sideline. Andy was even taking care of me, handing me Gatorades and water back when I was a young guy, and seeing all these years later that this generation of Wildcat, it means just as much to him now as it did when this thing started over 20 years ago. So pretty special place and legacy to continue.
Looking forward to this one. Who do we got this week?
Lafayette here.
Battle of what?
Battle of 109.
Baby, it's gonna be a fun one, ain't it, Coach?
Yes, sir.
My man. We the E.